Hi everybody, well we're back from our first fabulous day in Bruges and we had such a good time, and Pip was phenomenally well behaved and he just stayed with us all through the day. We met lots of dogs, it was great, so that bodes very well for the future. We made a beeline pretty much straight away for the vegetarian cafe that I talked about, because we were very late in leaving because we'd left the washing up for 2 or 3 days, and so we had to catch up with it all and finish unpacking, put everything in its right place. So we didn't actually get into town till about 1:30, and I knew the place closed at 3, but we managed to get there, and it was called the Bron, and quite sort of unpretentious looking. You actually have to ring the bell to get in, although we didn't have to, it was open today, but apparently you normally have to ring the bell. And it's vegetarian vegan, and as I said, they just do the one meal and the one soup. So I had the mushroom soup, which was a clear soup with lovely mushrooms in. I probably wouldn't have chosen to make it or get it myself, but it was very interesting to have it. On the table they had crushed sesame seeds, which was very interesting. I even gave some to Pip because I spilt some and he lapped it up. Veganese, which is like the vegan answer to mayonnaise made with soy, and a very interesting soy sauce, and that was on the table. And then we both had a medium size meal which looked like that, and among other things on the plate was, I just made a note, of course, lettuce, cucumber, tomato, that sort of thing, and a lovely cabbage, which reminded me of cabbage because I haven't cooked it for absolutely ages, but there's a little bit of sweetness in it. It was really nice. There are about 10 little portions of things all on a plate, as you saw. There was a lovely carrots cooked with chickpeas, which was lovely. Battered courgette. I'm not sure what it was battered with. It was a bit odd having a battered courgette. It was like you had your batter and you had your courgette, but it was really interesting. A lovely mushroom with a nice dressing. Beetroot with a sesame seed topping. 2 different hummuses. And then all the other stuff, and I'm sure there's stuff I've forgotten. So that was really nice. And then straight after that, on the same street, luckily, which is Katerina's Laan, if anyone is going to Bruges and is looking for it, it's the only vegan place in Bruges, and I should say it's actually vegetarian first and foremost, and vegan sort of as an extra, because for the desserts I was trying to toss up between the cheesecake and the soya pudding and the chocolate mousse, but it's all vegetarian. None of it was vegan, which was actually quite handy because then I didn't have the temptation, which was fine. So we left, thanks love, and went to the health food shop, which was just down the road, and I bought various bits and pieces because I don't know when I'm next going to be able to stock up. Probably Berlin, which won't be for about a week. So, and we're going to be going through rural Germany, so I think it might be a bit low on the health food front. So first of all, we got some more tempeh. So next time I make that gado gado, I'll have tempeh. And I should have pointed out yesterday, it was actually a lovely Indonesian recipe. And then this is something I wanted for a while, green nori sprinkles. And nori is one of the seaweeds, I believe, and you sprinkle it over soups and things, and sprinkle it over anything really, and it gives a nice sort of salty, piquant taste. That should be good. Very high in calcium and other very good stuff. This is something I'm excited about, which I was reading or hearing about last night in my Audible book, cocoa butter or cacao butter. And the trouble with listening to something at night and falling asleep listening to recipes is you forget what the recipe is the next day. But I knew that cacao butter was in something I wanted to make, so I saw the butter and bought it, and I've just been googling, and there's so many lovely things you can make. I'm going to start off by making raw vegan chocolate, which just with 3 ingredients, so I'll let you know how that goes tomorrow. Very excited about that. Then we went to somewhere called, was it the Cocoa Jungle, Martin? Yeah, the Cocoa Jungle, which had all things chocolate in it, and it was all made out like the rainforest. It was a lovely place, and they had hot and cold, dark, light milk and white chocolate. But I had to have the dark hot chocolate. I fancied dark cold chocolate, sounded really interesting, but they didn't have that. They only had the soy milk with the dark hot chocolate, which I had, and stirred in some hazelnut, which was gorgeous. And then on the way out we bought some of these chocolate drops, which was 71% pure chocolate, pure dark chocolate from Ecuador, which apparently just a few drops of that makes gorgeous hot chocolate. Sorry, the light keeps changing. I'm just holding it in front of me. I'm very tired after all this walking, and I've got all my haul of food on the table, so I haven't propped it up. Then I bought some more superfoods. from there, and maca to last the duration till we get some more. We're using a few spoons of that every day, which helps a lot with stress and anxiety, which we thought was a very good idea to have. Spirulina, which I've heard a lot about. You stir it into things like cereal, soups, etc. It's got all the algae properties in it, and calcium and all sorts of things. It would be so much more helpful if I could remember, and I will eventually get around to talking about exactly what's in all these things. Cacao powder, which I already use, and mine is coming to an end, so I got some more of that. This is something which I've been Googling. Buckwheat noodles, which are currently called soba noodles, and they're very popular in the Asian markets and things, and it's a very light noodle, but you've got the nutty taste apparently of buckwheat, so I'm looking forward to making a nice sort of sauce topping that goes over that tonight, and I'll let you know how it goes. A lovely pumpkin, because yesterday there were quite a few pumpkin recipes that I was listening to, and some gorgeous enormous dates, which I'm going to freeze and probably use them in ice cream like yesterday. Now I know how to make it from stomping. And I think that's probably just about all. And before I forget, I must apologise for those horrible manky old plasters on my fingers the other day when I was holding up that piece of fudge, because it did make me laugh like a drain when I saw it, because I do not see myself as a sort of squeaky clean foodie person whatsoever, and that was very much in line, you know, with me doing my best to sort of promote food and everything, and holding up something, and you can see these horrible plasters on my hands. So I'm really sorry about that. But that's life, isn't it? And one thing this channel is going to be is very much down to earth life. So I think that's probably all I've got to say. So I'll let you know how it all turns out tomorrow. So over and out. Bye.